The week's news here on RT. It's a historic day for the Syrian people who are voting now on a new constitution put forward by the government that could pave the way for free elections and bring an end to nearly a half-century of one-party rule. RT's Maria Finoshina has more from Damascus.
Ballots instead of bullets. Mass demonstrations and violent protests have been rolling across Syria for almost a year. The Syrian government is now calling for the people to shape their future together by taking part in a referendum on the country's new constitution, fulfilling its pledge to reform. Abbas feels very excited that he'll be able to decide his own tomorrow.
It's a completely new era. It is good for everybody. Even opposition can take part. It's for all.
Amendments to the country's #1 law have been among the key demands of the opposition since the uprising began, and the draft seems to cover the most pressing issues. It starts with eliminating Ba'ath Party supremacy, which have ruled the country for the last 50 years, introduces a multi-party system and sets a 2-term limit on any future president. However, even these reforms are causing controversy. Jihad and his friend own a flower shop in Damascus. He says this new document draws a line between him and his Muslim business partner.
There is a big contradiction. Article 33 says all equal rights. Number 3 says only Muslim can be a president. So what about the other 10%? We're not here temporarily. We've been living together for ages. We want to be counted.
Now maybe 10% of the people, they speak about this. Okay? But maybe if we was removing this article from the new constitution, the 90% will say, why you take this article out?
Public debates on the draft constitution have been organized to bring the people and the authors of the new document together.
They don't trust this constitution. They don't trust these reforms. That's what we're trying to make them believe, that Syria is becoming new, Syria is becoming better.
But some say there is still a long way to go to that new Syria, and they don't believe the government will follow through with the reforms.
I'm afraid if I vote against the constitution, somebody in the poll will shoot me.
Clashes and protests almost every day. But some hope that the referendum will not only bring a new constitution, it might even be able to stop the bloodshed.
There are people who want to improve and develop, but also others who want to divide Syria. We shouldn't help them. We should go and vote for our future.
The draft of Syria's new constitution has been made public 10 days before the national referendum. 14 new and 47 amended articles are all here with comments and details. Debates are also on TV and the internet. Never in the country's modern history were its residents so close to policy making. But many here on the ground fear that the ongoing violence could bury any hope of reform. Maria Finoshina, RT, Damascus, Syria.
And we're joined now by RT's Maria Finoshina, who is live in Damascus with the latest. So the opposition is boycotting the vote, and there have been fears of provocations ahead of the poll. How's this all been progressing so far?
Well, indeed, days before the referendum started here in Syria on the country's new constitution, we've been hearing lots of alarming reports on possible terror attacks and provocations on Sunday during the vote. For that reason, clearly, security has been tightened up, not only here in the capital, Damascus, but everywhere in Syria. We've seen many police and security officers today. Literally, they are everywhere, patrolling the streets, trying to watch the situation, to monitor the situation. But of course, this is quite difficult to run for the ballot to go ahead in this situation. The opposition has not only been boycotting the vote, but they've also been calling on all people to go on strike, to take to the streets, to protest against this vote and to protest against President Bashar al-Assad, to call for him to step down. So they've been actually calling for kind of provocations. And on their website, we've read just recently that just like that, the one who is going to vote or who has voted already, no matter for constitution or against this constitution is considered to be the one contributing to killing of people here in Syria. So opposition is quite strong, trying to hamper this vote to happen, to make this to make some provocations. But so far we haven't seen anything here in Damascus. The situation is quite calm, and we've also been able to visit 2 polling stations here in the capital. People are coming there, they are voting. What we've seen, most of them pro-constitution. So we've been able to talk to them. They don't even feel afraid of this situation. So violence in the country is continuing. Situation here on the ground is very difficult, but people are hoping that this referendum, as part of the reforms that President Bashar al-Assad and his government promised, democratic changes in this country, they are hoping that this will be able to bring peace and stability finally to their country. Back to you.
All right, Artis, Maria Finoshina live for us in Damascus, and we'll be checking back in with you throughout the day to get more updates on the vote. Well,